Hey everyone, this is Sam and welcome to my Assassin's Creed Valhalla build tutorials. Today I'm going to show you guys my daggers from Valhalla build, and it is absolutely insane because it's got the best critical trigger perks. And not only that, as you do critical damage, you're going to heal, and as you do healing, you're going to get stronger. So everything works in synergy and you're going to be able to kill everything in sight, even against legendary animals and bosses that are way above your level. You're going to have no problem against them with this daggers from Valhalla build because you'll be good in the long range, you'll be good in the short range, you're going to be able to do healings, you got AoE poison control, and your poison also heals you, your daggers damage heals you, your critical damage is constantly buffed from hits. Every little action you do with this build benefits you, and that's why you're unstoppable. So if you would like to see more Valhalla build tutorials, you can actually click on the card above or the playlist in the description below to see all of the builds I have made for this game in this year so far. And as always, the gameplay difficulty you see is on very hard and the stealth difficulty is on Master Assassin. To fully complete this build and get the most out of it, you're going to need about 185 power or skill points, but you can start working your way up to this when you have around 100 power level. Now the key to this build is going to be this Copet's Dagger, which you get from completing the Sussex Pledge questline, and what this does is it's going to restore a low amount of health for each critical hit at 10%. You're going to get 10% of health back for each critical hit. Now you're going to complement that ability in your offhand by having the Stutter's Claw. What this does is going to increase your critical damage after each hit. And to get this claw dagger, you're going to find it in the underground tunnels in this area right here. There's no fighting involved, so you can just get there, finish the puzzle and get it. Now you're going to add to this whole thing by adding in the Viper Bow, which is going to increase your critical chance after each hit with either or both of your daggers. And in terms of armor, you're going to add in the Mentor's Rope, so each critical hit is going to buff your speed and your attack. In regards to your skill tree, you actually will be able to see a full skill tree breakdown at the end of this video where I show you exactly what each node has to go to and which exact skills you got to pick up. But before we get into that, I would like to show you in detail with gameplay how to use this build in-game first from a tactical perspective. So to begin each fight, you want to most likely start off by poisoning your daggers. And once that happens, you're going to get right up to an enemy's face because the dagger has no range and just do nothing but light attacks to trigger crits and to trigger poisoning effect. If you kill them off, it's going to start a poison cloud, which is going to poison everybody around you. And versus bigger mini bosses and also enemies with shields, you want to go into your Focus of Narnia and go into your light bow and get off as many light bow shots as possible. So you're going to get all the perks that you see I'm triggering there with the plus critical chance and the plus attack and also the critical damage buff. You do that, you actually don't have to finish your Focus on Narnia. Just get as close to the enemy as possible during your Focus on Narnia, quit out of it, and then go right back into your daggers. Alright? Now versus enemies or bosses that are especially above your level, you want to start off with the Focus on Narnia. You're going to be able to get off about 10 shots, so you can buff up your critical chance, your attack, and your speed, and also your critical damage per hit. And always finish your Focus on Narnia with a little bit of stamina left, so you can go right back into it and start doing your light attacks and gain all of your stamina and all of your adrenaline back. In this juncture, you can see I'm fully buffed in attack, speed, critical damage, and critical chance. That's plus 30 critical chance, plus 18 critical damage, plus 20 attack, and plus 10 speed. That's a lot of buffs. And at the same time, I can't be killed because every critical hit I do, I heal 10% health. So when you're all buffed up like this, go back into your Focus on Narnia. So now you have 30% criticals, plus 10 speed, plus 20 attack, and plus 18.5 critical damage. All of it combined, go for headshots, and you can see I'm critting a lot. And every crit I do, I heal. It's just I have full health, so the healing is not triggering. But otherwise, I would have healed too. So this is how you also use your Focus on Narnia and your light bow as a tool to heal yourself. When fighting against multiple enemies and a boss that is above your level, with the daggers from Valhalla build, you want to poison everything in sight. Because if you poison them and they hit you, you gain all of your health back because of the poison and crit effect. So whatever you poison, that happens to do any damage to you, as they receive poison damage from you, you will gain the health back which they just caused you. And remember, every crit I do, you see the crit I did there, I gain 10% of my health back. That is why you see me constantly in full health in this fight. Even though I'm fighting multiple guys that are way above my level, it does not matter. I'm going to quickly poison, I'm going to quickly crit. Poison and crit heals me. Okay? So the rest of the way, I'm just going to show you guys this boss fight for observation. I'm not gonna do any kind of pausing, so you can see how I like to flow through it. And as always, one big tip I want to mention to you guys is, as you go ahead and poison everything like this, and you're using poison to heal, using crit damage to heal, and you're using your hits to trigger a higher crit damage buff, you're gonna create a lot of these poison clouds because of things dying around you. So if the cloud is obscuring the screen too much, do not swing blindly. All you have to do is trigger Odin Sense, and you'll actually be able to see through all the poison clouds. So make sure you do that. But outside of that, you can have everything you need to destroy any boss you see in this game. Because this is the most, I say, surviving build that I've made so far this year. Because the previous double spear build obviously is great, but all you really get from that build in terms of healing is obviously from your rations and your poison grid heal effect. But you never really want to use your rations, you don't want to rely on that, that's not reliable. But with this build, you're also going to be able to heal as you crit because of the dagger you have. And remember, you can crit with any, you can heal with any critical damage, right? So it could be an arrow shot that's a crit. And remember, every focus on Narnia, even if you leave yourself with a little bit of stamina, you can definitely get off 10 shots, especially with the speed buff, you can probably get off 12. So with those 12 shots, if you crit like 3 or 4 of them, which is completely acceptable because of the high crit chance you have, you can definitely crit 4. Critting 4 shots in Focus on Narnia, it's going to heal 40% health because of the dagger effect that you're getting from Copus, right? So every Focus on Narnia is going to do so much for you. It's going to do critical damage and it's going to heal. The previous Undying Poison Double Spear build I showed you does not have that effect. You cannot heal within Focus on Narnia with that build. With this one, you can. And because of that, that's just scary. Being able to heal with Focus on Narnia, at the same time buffing your critical chance and buffing your critical damage, that's literally doing like 5 things at once with 1 adrenaline point. That's like maximum cost efficiency for adrenaline. There's literally no other ability to use for this outside of, you know, poisoning your daggers. But once you have poisoned your daggers, the Focus on Narnia right here is gonna heal, it's gonna hurt, it's gonna buff critical chance, buff crit damage. That's just so much synergy with a build. Alright, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If you got any questions, leave it in the comment section below. As always, thanks for coming by. And by the end of this fight, you will actually see all of the skill trees that I post up right here. You can see them right now. So if you want to make the build exactly, just follow that and you'll be good to go. And yeah, I'll speak to you guys again very soon.